behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's another edition of Palm Mash TV. We're glad that you could join us today. Got another great interview coming up for you in just a moment. But before we do, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell right here. And you're always going to get the latest interviews whenever available. And you're always welcome to use our comment section. Let us know what you think. And also, if you're on Facebook, just go to facebook.com/Paul Mash TV. Obviously, you can like the page, inboxes, comment, and everything you see. We'd love to hear from you there. And, of course, we have an email address, palmmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And if you're a band or a solo artist wanting to be on the show, you can use that. And you're always welcome to use it if you're a fan as well. We'd love to hear from you. And also, don't forget, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central on Roku channel Smile World TV, we got another episode of my Palm Mash TV there, so stay tuned for that. And we'll recap all of that for you at the end of the closing credits, so stay tuned for that. From Ecuador, we have Antonio Vergara, a very talented artist, and I think you're going to agree. And we'll get to that interview in just a moment, but first here's another quick word from ClickJam. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
All right, everybody, it's interview time again, and with us from Ecuador, we have Antonio Vergara. Thanks for joining us, Antonio.
¿Qué tal? Un gusto estar contigo compartiendo este momento y nada mejor que disfrutar de lo que más nos gusta, que es la música.
It's my pleasure to be here. I'm very glad that you invited me, and there's nothing greater than enjoying music.
Okay, and of course we have an interpreter here because he doesn't speak English very well, so I want to thank you for coming as well. What's your name, by the way?
Ivan.
Ivan, okay. Okay, well, first question I usually ask is pretty common because everyone has their own story. Tell us a little bit about how it became started for you as far as being a musician. I mean, have you always wanted to be an artist? I mean, tell us in your own words, though.
¿Cómo empezó a producir, no?
¿Cómo se metió a esto de la música?
Ya,
Canciones?
bueno, desde muy chico, desde muy pequeño, tuve la influencia de mi madre, una muy conocida cantante en el Ecuador, y ahí me llegó la parte artística. Y luego, bueno, en la época del colegio, la clásica banda de rock, y ahí un amor a la música que luego se empezó a crecer cuando empecé a tocar guitarra profesionalmente para otros artistas. Luego ya empecé a producir para gente y al final me animé a cantar y a hacer mi propia música. Y ahí empezó todo este proceso de creación.
So since he was very little, his mother, she's a renowned singer here in Ecuador. Mm-hmm. So he was inclined to music since he was very young. Then in school, he got into cliche rock band, and he started playing the guitar. Then he started playing for professional musicians, and then he started producing, and yeah, basically that's how he got.
Y luego me animé a lanzarme ya como cantante.
And then he decided to play as a solo musician, to create his own music.
Okay, well, that's a good story, Antonio. I appreciate you sharing that with us. Well, what are some of the bands that you grew up with that motivated you to become an artist?
¿Qué bandas me motivaron para ser artista? Ya, de pequeño, como a casi la gran mayoría de músicos que hacen rock, The Beatles. Empezó con Beatles. Luego empecé a improvisar a la guitarra, gracias a Led Zeppelin. Y el sonido, la parte del sonido que ahora yo trabajo, me llegó gracias a Pink Floyd. 3 grandes influencias y empezó todo.
Okay, so since he was a kid, like most musicians that do rock music, that create rock music, his first influence was the Beatles, and for improvising in the guitar, it was Led Zeppelin, and for the sound of the music that he creates, Pink Floyd. So those three.
Yeah, those are legends for sure, especially the Beatles. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Beatles there. So, well, tell us everybody where we can find your music. I mean, I'm sure it's on all streaming platforms, but if you got physical CDs or anything, you can mention that as well. But tell us where we can find your music.
Está exacto en todas las plataformas digitales y además en físico tenemos 4 discos lanzados. Todos se encuentran a la venta, tanto en físico como en plataforma. Y el 4º disco, el último, salió en una edición limitada en cassette. Es un álbum doble de 16 canciones. En este caso es un cassette doble.
So yes, all of his music is available in the digital platforms, and he also has 4 CDs which are for sale. Mm-hmm. And the last one, which is the 4th one, it was released in a limited edition, which included a cassette, yeah, a tape. Yes.
Oh,
double tape.
Well, you got cassette tapes.
Double length album. Yes.
Okay, well, that's pretty good, and that's on all streaming platforms, right? Everything from iTunes to Amazon, and so forth.
Sí.
Yes.
Y justo en Spotify llegamos casi al 500,000 de reproducciones del último disco.
So in Spotify, his last album reached almost 500,000 streams.
Oh. Well, that's pretty good, Antonio.
Yeah.
Everybody go to those streaming platforms and download Antonio Vergara's songs. I know he would love you for that. And speaking of your music, I do believe we're going to watch a video here. I do believe it's called Insecto Suicida, I do believe is the title of it. Is there a story behind that song, or is it pretty much self-explanatory? Maybe you can tell me in your own words.
Sí, mira, esa es la primera canción del disco y arranca con fuerza, porque así me trato de presentarme en este disco con mucha fuerza de entrada. Y el video fue filmado en la India. La idea en su momento era viajar a la India y rodar allí el video, pero la pandemia evitó que viaje. Entonces el director lo hizo por su cuenta y le pedí 3 cosas. Primera, que consiga una persona que cante molesto, que cante bravo la canción. Segundo, que busque un lugar tradicional y encontró un templo de 800 años de antigüedad. Y tercero, los subtítulos en hindi. Entonces es muy interesante lo que hizo él con la visión de la India y de Bollywood, una canción de rock o un videoclip en español, pero con fuerza.
¿Subtítulos en hindi?
Hindi subtitles.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Insecto Suicida is the first song from the album, and he wanted to start heavy, like strong. The music video was recorded in India, and because of the global pandemic, it had to be done that way. And the director did it on his own, but Antonio asked for 3 things. First, that he wanted angry-looking person singing the lyrics, and the second thing was like an ancestral place, yes, and the third thing was the subtitles to be in Hindi.
Okay, well, I watched the video. Obviously, it's a pretty good song, and I know everybody out there is dying to get into it. So we're going to get into that in just a second. But Antonio, we want to thank you again for coming on the show. Come back anytime. We'd love to have you back.
Perfecto. Gracias, Pepino, ¿no?
Thank you very much. Yes.
Gracias.
Anytime.
Okay, and here's the song Insecto Suicida right here on Palm Match TV. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
cruzado por este infierno urbano, vertiginoso andar que estrella tu pensar, como un insecto suicida en un huerto. Cambiando los mitos derrumbados, el sol sigue acosando al frío insensato, cantando sin sentir, no tienen que decir, mientras la turba irrumpe con estruendos. Vertiginoso andar que estrella tu pensar, como un insecto suicida en un huerto. Sentir, no tienen que decir, mientras la turba irrumpe con estruendo.